Hello, this is Evangelist Dr. Robert L. McKim Sr. from Carrollton, Ohio. Well, I was revisiting this YouTube channel that I have the right to look at because it is a channel that was made to hurt me and defame me. So yeah, I have the right to look at that channel to see what is being said about me. All the defaming, hate speech about me. And yeah, it is hate speech about me. Yeah, you're not coming out and threatening me, but oh yeah, you did at one point in time say that you would knock me out if we got into a fight. You know, you people make everything, you say things in a way that it's not a threat, but yet people know that you want me dead. I've been getting emails saying that you basically want me to kill myself. Or you want, in some way, fashion, you want me dead. Now, technically, yeah, that's not a threat because the authorities are saying if you're not saying you're going to come here and do something, which there have been people that said you're going to come here and rape me and rape Renee, have your way with me and have your way with Renee. You know, those are threats, but again, unless I know who's doing it, they can't do nothing about it. Because you people are sick. You're sick and twisted in your mind, and your spirits are sick and twisted. You cover yourselves up with all these fake names. Because if you was found out, I just pray that some family member, some mommy somewhere, or somebody hiding in their basement would grow up and bust their computers and stop them from doing what they're doing. Sunday's Mother's Day. Why isn't there real mothers out there stopping their children from harassing other people? And even the adults that has mothers. If they're God-fearing mothers, they need to get after their adult children and tell them to stop it. That's what a real mother would do. Not only protect her children, but punish her children, whether they're children or adults, for being bullies. So I was revisiting this channel, of course, and another video was made. But I was also revisiting a previous video where the person was talking about my work history. And I want to remind that person that back when I had the flu, I was puking. I had the diarrhea. Okay? Did you ever go to work like that? Did you ever, in those 20-some years of working, go to work so sick that you could not function because you was puking and you had diarrhea and you was weak? And if you say yes, then that means you went to work contagious. And you're spreading it around, just like you're spreading your so-called free speech around. what about when you supposedly was working and yet you had ankle surgery? What about those days that you was off work when you had ankle surgery? Or did you take vacation time to do your ankle surgery instead of sick time? You know, you don't have to prove anything really when it comes right down to it, because, you know, except for one thing I would like to know. Where did you get my work history? You say you got my work history. You need to prove that you got my work history, and every single thing on there says I was fired from. Because no, I was never fired from being a home health aide. It was a special training job. Back in 1989, Job and Family Services called me and asked me if I would like to become a home health aide. And I said yes. So I trained during the day at the Job and Families, the health department. I trained during the day, and then after I got done with my training, was certified as a home health aide. They put me to work for 9 months. It was only a 9-month job. Only a 9-month job. And that wasn't just for me. That was for everybody that worked and was trained through them. The people that I worked with, the ones that I was trained with, that mostly are usually women, you know, young women, and that was taking the training. I was the only male that they had working. So they tried to put me to work with a lot of the other men, you know, clients. But it was like that for everybody. So then that means all those people were fired after 9 months? I mean, come on, where is that stupid concept that I was fired from every single job coming from? Like I said, they must have been fired too. No, it was a job to train us for 9 months, and then after that, we had to find someplace else to work for. It took me a little while, but I found a job with Good Samaritan Hospital out of Zanesville, Ohio, and I worked for them as well. I was never fired from them. While I was working for Good Samaritan, because Good Samaritan didn't have a lot of clients for me, I also landed a job at the Coshocton Healthcare Center for their home health. I was their very first home health aide, because this was a new thing that they were doing. So I helped them basically start their home health aid services. Then after working for a while as a home health aide, I quit to go on and work for Horizons, which was a group home for the developmental disability. There were some issues there because there was a lady that was living in the group home who was an Amish woman. She refused to eat. My supervisor, she was strung up on, I don't know what, drugs or caffeine, I don't know what she was always on every morning when she came into work. But she told me to ignore the Amish woman who was living in the house. To ignore her because she just was refusing to eat. After observing that Amish woman eating for a while, I've come to the conclusion that I think she had some bad teeth. I told my supervisor about it, and she said, oh no, she just refuses to eat. So I went to the lady at the main office to hire me. So basically I went over my supervisor's head to the main office, and I told them what was going on. And because I told on my supervisor what was going on, they got her into a dentist. Sure enough, she had some bad abscessed teeth that had to come out. Because I told on her, she was very hard on me the rest of the time I was working there. Again, being bullied on the job. Just like I'm bullied on the internet. I was bullied on the job. There were some issues about my vehicle as well they didn't like, and didn't want me to park my vehicle on their property. I just got tired of it. When I saw the ad in the newspaper about wanting to become a school bus driver, I jumped on it because that was also one of my things I wanted to do in my life. I jumped on it. I quit Horizons. I was not fired. I quit because of all the bullying and harassing that they were dishing out because I told on them. And yeah, I did the right thing by telling. God have mercy on their souls, and God have mercy on your soul when the time comes for all the lying that you're always saying. So prove that you got my work history. Prove that I was fired from every single job. Prove it. You know, as the saying goes, put up or shut up. God's word says in 1 Thessalonians 5, that when they say peace and safety, sudden destruction will come like birth pains on a woman. There for a while there was no videos being made, nothing being said by that Mr. Moo, nothing, you know, that came from that person over in Indiana. Until recently. So there for a while there was peace and safety. Now, I don't have peace and safety because he's supposedly exercising his free speech of all the lies and the deceit. And then that's not all. I mean, there's so much people on the internet that's constantly, you know, trying to disprove God, disprove my near-death experience, disprove. They waste more time and energy to disprove everything about me instead of saying, well done. Well done for everything that you have done to try to teach us the truth. You waste more time and energy too. So if there's any real mothers out there, I pray that God will show you what your children, whether they're teenagers, in their 20s, or in their 50s, are doing, and grab a hold of them and wake them up. God bless you. Have a blessed day. I know I will.